Here with Kristen Zaitz a couple days before the Sactown 10-miler and back in Sacramento after third place at CIM. What brought you back?
You know, I love the atmosphere here, and obviously I ran the marathon 3 times, so I obviously love the marathon, and I just love how they treat us here, and I love the city. And obviously having a great race in December, you know, was also a factor in it, you know, just wanting to come back and experience that again. And, you know, there's some good competition with the girls. I know Jane's back, and she was second and in front of me in the marathon, so it's great to have her back. And then Caitlin just came off of a great 10K, so I'm excited to race against her. And Ariana, she's also run a 2:35 PR, so I feel like the competition is pretty strong, so I'm excited about that. Those girls are very good. So
how does this 10-miler fit into your training and what you're planning on doing this summer?
You know, this training was just kind of a transition from the marathon to 10K training for me. I really haven't ever finished a marathon and been able to train again. Like, I've either just gotten hurt or just been worn down. So for me, this has been just kind of an experimental, you know, trying to get my feet back in it and just build back up. And so this is just a good transition into before I start, you know, the really fast, hard workouts. I mean, I've been doing a lot of faster, harder stuff, but just, it's also been long. I've been putting in the 100-mile week still. So, you know, it's harder to turn over your legs on a 100-mile week. So, but I'm excited, you know, I'm kind of coming down in mileage this week, and I'm excited to see what I can do on Sunday.
Is that something you're looking forward to? Just like totally changing, going from, you know, marathon and grinding it out to shorter stuff and, you know, feeling probably a little fresher.
Yeah, you know, I wasn't in the beginning because you come off the marathon and you're just so used to marathon training, and I had done a couple back-to-back, so I wasn't in the beginning. I'm starting to get really excited for that now that, you know, my mileage is slowly coming down and I can do some strides, and I'm like, wow, they're actually really fast, and some of my mile repeats have gotten faster, and so I am looking forward to the lower mileage and the harder workouts and just getting on the track again. It's been years since I've been on the track, so I'm really excited for that as well. So
what do you think doing the shorter stuff, how does that help you out, you know, with everything kind of leading up to the trials next February?
You know, I think it'll just help me be able to handle a faster marathon pace. You know, I think the faster you can get your 10K time, it's going to carry over into the marathon and, you know, help me have a little bit more of a kick as well. I kind of fell off in the last couple miles at CIM, so I feel like, you know, it's all going to carry over. It's all going to help me before we go into my base phase for the marathon. So, you know, I definitely feel like it's the right thing for me. It's one of my weaknesses, and I feel like I need to work on that. So definitely work on my weakness.
And what's the approach in a 10-mile race? It's not a 10K. It's not a half.
Yeah.
Is it kind of like, hey, maybe get to 7 miles and feel like you can start moving? How do you approach it? Yeah,
I mean, it's been a while since I've done a 10-mile. I think it was a few years ago at Twin Cities, and I love the distance. It's my favorite. So, you know, I hope to just, you know, I'll probably go out a little bit more conservative, but, you know, I'm just excited to see how hard I can run for the 10 miles. You know, in a half marathon, it's amazing that 5K makes such a difference. So you can race a little bit harder in a 10-mile. So we'll see. It's not new territory, but it kind of feels like it just because it's been a while since I've done this distance.
And hopefully you have a friendly crowd. You're like an honorary Sacramentan at this point.
Yeah. There are some people that are like, oh, we're going to come out and run it and just cheer for you when you pass us.
Right.
So it is kind of neat to come back, and that's one of the reasons I love this city, because even after my first year and I didn't finish the marathon when I broke my foot, people were still cheering for me, you know, and, oh, you need to come back. And so it's just, I love that about this town. So
cool. All right, well, best of luck on Sunday.
Thank you so much.